Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Ravens.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Watson. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Flushed out right. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination.
Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Melvin Gordon. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lawrence Guy in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Hard throw, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Let's go, D. Right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, it's Watson. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, it's Watson. Stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they...
Lamar Miller past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Lamar Miller, 79 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Now Gordon on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On first down, Miller. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Draw play. This is Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Guy able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Lamar Miller. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will be brought down as time is now run. First half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time was a pretty one play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Watson now to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On the return is Cohen. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Miller. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. 1st down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football, and he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
After the interception, here's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Darren Lee picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Throw caught here by Bird. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Watson. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Watson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Back to throw, Watson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Watson on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They stopped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch the whip.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
At the 38-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll run it again with Yeldon. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down, Yeldon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty. And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Looking deep for Gabriel. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown. Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away. Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago. He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one. After the sack on 1st down, Watson. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now Watson, a good pickup there, 26 yards. He'll find Metcalf. Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. This is Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Watson now to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. How about it? You wanted to have 'cause you're scared. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up there. Do what you came to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family.